As part of the Retail Customer Engagement Conference in June 2019, we heard from retailers about the challenges they're facing with the customer experience and the role that the voice of the customer plays. Hear from David Evans, Solutions Consultant at Calabrio, about his thoughts.
It certainly has been a roller coaster for the high street. Obviously, there's lots of digital disruption by companies such as Amazon, and retailers are constantly trying to balance the needs of the growth of e-commerce against their physical footprint. And of course, it's all about delivery expectations. Consumers now want fast and frictionless transactions. They want their preferences. They're very happy to have those preferences taken into account in their spending patterns. Customer experience to retailers is absolutely critical. The majority of retailers are based on a good customer experience. So if you look at the cost globally of people not being able to transact correctly, we're looking at about $1.8 trillion, which is absolutely massive. And if you don't provide excellent customer services, within one day, a consumer will look to go elsewhere. But conversely, they will also be prepared to pay more to receive excellent customer service. Well, the key thing for retailers is to listen to the customer, listen to the voice of the customer. So retailers do a lot of feedback. A lot of that will come from feedback itself or social media, but in some ways, they're only listening to a small portion of all of those interactions from a customer. The key to great customer service is listening to 100% of those interactions. Surveys are great for customer service. It helps you understand what the customer is saying, but typically you only get about 5% of surveys returned. So there's a whole host of information you're not even looking at. Also, I think with surveys, you're only getting information on the questions you've asked. And again, what I'd say is you're typically going to get information from happy customers or unhappy customers. There's a great untapped amount of customer information that you're potentially not even looking at. So for me, this is where contact center analytics comes in. And the reason is you're going to be taking not 5%, not 50%, but 100% of those interactions and deriving insight through them. And that can be from any type of interaction: call, email, chat, social media. And that's going to give you some fantastic golden nuggets of information that you can use to transform the business. Calabrio supports the customer experience through the contact center through its analytics suite. So what we do in Calabrio, we help organizations listen to their customers. Again, not just listen to a certain percentage, but 100% of their interactions. So through our analytics suite, we're able to take interactions, that could be calls, could be email, could be chat, could be social media. We bring those into the solution and we're able to provide you with insight, visualizations to help you manage the business and make transformation. So it's not just about what people said, it's the context of why they said things. So that could be on satisfaction, for example. Are customers satisfied with the product or process? We know they're going to be saying certain words or phrases or writing them, but what we can do is link those interactions together in order to give us a true 360-degree view of the customer experience. The beauty of Calabrio Analytics is we take 100% of the interactions. If you think about it in a contact center, typically they're only going to be looking at about 2% of interactions. That's a tiny amount. And such a small amount, it's very difficult to make decisions on. So what we can do is take 100% of those and we can look at it from an enterprise view or even down to a customer view or an employee view, looking at every single interaction. We can look at sentiment analysis on that. How happy was the customer based on that interaction? We can look at the reason people are calling and also the outcomes. And the great thing is on 100% of those, we can tie them together to map the customer journey. One of our customers in Calabrio is an omni-channel retailer, and they were initially using their voice channel only to look at first call resolution. So this is things, expressions like, I called yesterday, I spoke to a colleague, I've called 3 times. Now that's great in isolation and gives them a certain level of insight. However, when they deployed Calabrio, they were able to apply the analytics across their email, their chat, their voice, etc. And that gave a fuller view of exactly how many times a customer was contacting that organization and why. Why is that fantastic? It's fantastic for a couple of reasons. One, it's great for the business because they're going to optimize costs, it's more efficient, and of course it's great for the customer because they're going to get their issues sorted first time. One of our customers, a women's retailer, was using Calabrio Analytics to measure the results of a marketing campaign. So they were taking all the information from the campaign, pushing that through Calabrio Analytics, and that was giving them some fantastic insight. not only from the success of the campaign, but also the demographic across all the customers and plus the geographical regions. So again, they were able to provide a full 360-degree view of what the customer was thinking about the organisation, and more importantly, some great feedback on the campaign as well.